Hey everyone, I'm here today with kind of a different video, a little bit weird maybe. It's not an unboxing of like a card deck or a book. It's, oh, before I drop it, the unboxing of a poster. Woo, poster. This is something that I bought myself for a very kind of maybe a weird reason, but one that I think is still kind of important because this this is an old poster and I got it off eBay. It's from 1988, so it's like almost a 30-year-old poster, and I haven't opened it yet to check, but it's supposedly still in the wrapper from like 30 years ago. And the reason I got this poster is it's kind of a bit of a long story, but basically when I was younger, when I was a teenager, it was like the late 80s, and if you know about hard rock and metal in the 80s, there was the whole satanic panic that went on, which is basically where people thought that heavy metal and hard rock, or I shouldn't say people, but some people thought that it was from the devil. Like they literally thought this, and people did things like they burned records, they burned cassette tapes, they would protest outside of rock concerts. It was like a big thing. There was, you can Google it if you weren't around at the time. And there was even congressional hearings about like how bad music was for kids, and that started the whole PMRC, which was like the Parents Music Resource, which put stickers onto albums advising parents of bad lyrics and things like that, which made, it was sort of an offshoot. The satanic panic was kind of an offshoot of that, but basically people, religious people, Christian in particular, although I'm sure maybe there were others, thought that, this music was evil and it was from the devil. Now, unfortunately, my parents were part of this. Now, I say my parents, but I kind of feel like it was probably more my dad than my mom who felt this way about the kind of music that I loved, what I still love, when I was a teenager. And so I had a large collection of posters, and I bought music magazines because we didn't have the internet back then. Like now you can find whatever you want. Like you can follow your favorite band and you can watch them live even. You see things instantly, you instantly get pictures, you instantly get information. But when I was a kid, you did not have that. So you had to wait till something came out on TV, or, a picture came out in magazines. So you'd have to wait like sometimes months to find out things about your favorite bands or your favorite musical artists. So it was a little bit different than back then. So I had a big collection of like posters and magazines and cassette tapes because it was the 80s. And then one day when I was 16, I came home and my dad had thrown them all away. And I had worked hard for this stuff because I would babysit for money, and that's what I spent my babysitting money on. And I came home one day and he had thrown all of them out, and I was devastated because it was like my favorite thing in my life at the time, because I didn't like school, like a lot of teenagers, didn't like school, wasn't, super happy, wasn't always getting along with the parents and stuff. And so that was like kind of my outlet. And then to have it all kind of thrown away because he believed it was the devil was like really, really tough on me and really, really hard. Now, I had a dream. It was like maybe like a week or two ago. I had a dream that I was in a record store and I was looking at posters, and I found one of like, it was like my favorite poster, and I found it and I was like, oh, I gotta buy this. And then I woke up and I thought, wait a minute, I could go on eBay and probably find that poster. Maybe I can find that poster. And I did. And the other thing about this poster, I mean, it's not like a remarkable, it's special poster or rare or anything like that, but it was just my favorite band, and I really loved it. And also another thing was my best friend gave it to me, and so it also, made me think of her, and so it had a lot of meaning for me. It was just my favorite poster in my room, and like I said, my bestie gave it to me, and I really appreciated that. And yeah, so I went and I go ahead and I purchased said poster. So I'm gonna open it up. hopefully it's in the good condition that the seller said it was. We can only hope, but it's kind of like finding, you know, an old friend again. So I was very excited. I wasn't expecting it for a couple of weeks, so I was very excited when it came. Okay, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna open this. Oh, it's coming out of the tube. Oh, this is handy. Okay, now we've got bubble wrap. Good. A little bit of bubble wrap at the end. It does look like it. Oh my God. It still has the price tag on it from 1988. Oh my God. That is super duper funny. Oh my God, I gotta show you this. Okay. It says Guns N' Roses and skulls in brackets. I don't know if you can see that. $4. That is like super duper funny. Now, I know there would be some people who would be like, don't take this out of the package, but I don't buy things for collector reasons, like to resell them. I buy things to enjoy them. So I'm going to open this up so I can enjoy it. But I think that is like super duper hilarious. So I would have spent $4 on it back in 1988. Hilarious. Well, my friend would have spent $4. Okay. So this has been in a roll for 30 years, so hopefully, okay. That's so funny. Was not expecting that at all. Okay. Oh God, that's funny. Oh, there's another thing here. Kmart. Awesome. It says Kmart on it. Oh my God, it's making me laugh so hard. Oh my God, I almost like have to keep this wrapper because it's just like priceless. It's the 80s again. Okay. All right. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's a little bit, it's funny. It's a little bit of dust or something. Okay. It's super tightly rolled up. I don't know if I can get it all in this shot. There it is. Oh my God. Let's see. It's my poster that I had on my wall when I was like 14 and 15 years old and 16 until my parents threw it away. Oh my God. That is hilarious. That's so awesome. There's Slash. You can barely see his face. That's great. He's like, what's going on over there? There's Axel trying to look hardcore. Steven looks fucked. Yeah. It was my favorite poster, and now I have it again. Yay! Alright, okay, so let's very carefully roll this back up. Very excited. I'm gonna find a one of these plastic, I don't know what you call these things anyway, these poster things to put it in, and I'm gonna put it up because it makes me happy and it makes my inner teenager very, very happy to have this again. I encourage you, if there is anything from your childhood or your teenagehood that that you missed, that maybe you lost it, or you figured at one point that you were a big adult and you didn't need it anymore and you tossed it, or maybe like me, your parents thought it was the devil and they threw it away. It is okay to go and get that thing. It's okay. It doesn't matter if you're 50 or 60 or 70 or 25 or whatever you are. If you miss that thing, it is okay to go and get it back. And in a way, it might be, like for me, this is kind of a healing thing to do, to bring this back and say, hey, like I have this again, it's mine. I don't need all of my old posters or anything, but just getting back my favorite feels pretty good. It's like, you know, kind of finding an old friend and maybe a little piece of yourself too. So I encourage you, go out and get something that you really love. Or maybe it's a thing your parents wouldn't let you have. You may not have even ever owned it. Your parents may have let you have it, or you looked at it longingly in a toy magazine and you never got it. Go out and buy it for yourself. Do something for yourself. So I'm very, very glad I got it. I will show you in a future video when I get the plexi, what do you call these things? Whatever the case is. And I will put this thing up and I will make my 15-year-old self very, very happy. So that is this little video. Let me know, what was the What was the one thing from being like a kid or a teenager that you wish you had had or you wish you had back again? And did you get it back? Or maybe you're thinking about it. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.